Do something like
There you go.
we're doing now. We're live. I played the whole 2-minute intro. I tried to give a heads up to you guys so you didn't have and over or something, and then I don't even have it on. Well, welcome everybody, and good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you.
You got the sniffles, Max?
Oh, allergies are killing me.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I couldn't get my allergy. Yeah, I couldn't get my allergy shot this year because of my heart.
Yeah.
So it's a steroid. You can't take steroids, so
there you are.
So now it's suffer. Claritin doesn't work worth a damn. Just so you know.
Oh my.
I hope they never ask me for a product review. It won't be very good.
Oh goodness. Well, we got DJs here. We got taking a walk. Hey, they have from the AT. Yeah, Rerun is out there on the AT. I think right now with PTL. So yeah, Tony, are you up in Washington? Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm up in Washington.
Okay, all right.
Finally at a spot where I got decent service.
Oh.
I can see you're still in the woods, so.
Do you use Starlink, Tony? Is that what you use?
Right now I'm running off cell service. There's too many trees to use Starlink here.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize just how good that was until my brother, who moved to Arkansas, he's out going. He doesn't have, cable, so he's got Starlink, and it works great.
Yeah. If I had a long enough cord, I could actually run it out past the tree line, but I don't.
Yeah. So you settled down there for a little bit, Tony?
I'll be here another week in this spot, and then I think we're going to go over to a friend's place. I got a new camper, so I got to play with it.
Yeah. I thought that's interesting. Do you pull that behind your RV?
I could, but I pull it behind the Jeep.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
In Washington, I can't pull the Jeep and it, but once I'm out of Washington, I can easily pull, the Jeep and that trailer behind the Jeep same time.
But like a train going down the road.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to back up, but.
Oh man, that'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Oh, that little thing is horrible to back up as it is. Luckily, It's light enough I can unhook it and move it around. Do you have a stove or anything that goes with that? Well, I have all the stuff. I just gotta go over to my storage, get everything to put in the thing, so it's got everything it needs without me stealing everything from the motorhome or my backpack kind of thing.
Oh, okay. We got a pair that's going to come in here with us. I don't know these guys, but they're dangerous. Hey guys.
Oh.
Hello. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Hey, good.
How you doing?
We must not have a good connection. We're having a hard time hearing you.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know anybody else having any trouble, but yeah, it's good to see you guys.
No?
Oh yeah.
To you.
In a hotel or what? I thought to be on the trail.
Yeah, we're at a hotel. I'm gonna log out and see if I can get a better connection.
Okay, when you
We'll
come back
in,
I'll pop you back in. I wonder if they got storms out there because it's supposed to hit storms 12 days. I was
Only
going to
storm
go
we
out.
had, Friday night we had a good storm.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have them all this next week. I'm hoping I can get out one day. I got stuff to do.
We are no longer in drought mode here. We got plenty of rain.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad ours has stopped.
It's
This is amazing. I was going to go out to the lake, and when I got out there, the lake came to me. It overflowed. It was flooded everywhere. And then went over to the dam, and then opened the sluice gates for the dam, and it is roaring through that, through those.
Oh, it's cool.
Oh, I'll bet.
And here's a couple standing up on the edge, side of them, and they're fishing. I don't know if they're going to catch anything out in that or not, but they were fishing. Kevin said he has some today, so we'll be begging for it here in a couple of months. So we're not gonna...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, by the time August rolls around, it gets dry here.
Yeah. DJ is saying that he needs. Well, DJ, you need to come on to one of these live streams and then just do like
share it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Get your hours that way. But yeah. Shoot me a note next week. I'll send you a link, and then you can pop on here with us, see what's going on in the DJ's adventures. And then there's David is there from Scotland. Good to see him. So yeah, we get international, guys.
Yeah. So is it warm out there, Max?
We got 75 degrees today, which is
wow.
Was pretty nice day.
Yeah, that's warmer than here.
Yeah,
it's in between showers. So. Yeah. Yeah, this basin can cook at times.
Yeah. Now, do you have AC in your house? Do you have AC in your house?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get it. I got to get it fixed in my truck though. The Freon's gone. I got to get it recharged.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It was last Monday. I took a group of folks to a concert, and I used their van. They had a 16-passenger van, and it had a lot of slop in the steering.
Oh.
It was out.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
It was.
They better get those. Either the steering box or the tie rod ends, I imagine.
I'm guessing what it is. But, I don't know. But it was. I'm in that storm, and that wind is hitting me broadside in that great big van, and I'm. Told it felt like a sailboat just tacking across the plane. Oh, there they are. Let's see if it's any better.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Is that better?
That's much
better.
better.
The back.
Yeah, I can hear you too now.
Did
you guys flip out or what? What are you doing? You're not on the trail. What's that all about?
We're done. We've been out for 6 days.
Oh,
Finished up today.
that's time for a break.
Oh yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah.
Any more than 2 days is time for a break for me. So
we were on trail for 6 days, 5 nights. It was really good. Did the Triple Crown in Virginia, Dragon's Tooth, McAfee Knob, and Tinker Cliffs.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. How was it, Rerun?
It was
McAfee
awesome.
Knob.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for you.
good.
That's a good run.
Yeah,
That's a
definitely.
real good. Yeah, I would love to have gone with you guys. And
Yeah.
then I was gonna go to be with these other guys, Kat and Nicole and a whole bunch of them. We're meeting. Going to go up across Grayson Highlands and then up to Damascus, but I'm still not cleared. Still not cleared to travel.
Yeah, it does kind of damper things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dan, not clear to travel. Do you have any results yet, or is it still waiting game?
They still are confused. They're as confused as I am. I think
Oh,
they go to a vet. I think a vet might be a better choice. 'Cause, you know, I maybe I need a horse doctor because I'm not.
Right.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I need a jackass doctor because I'm stubborn. So
Yeah. I can see that. Oh my. So did you see any bears?
No bear.
No bears, but we saw a lot of deer.
Okay. Yep.
We last night was a really nice spot, Dan. Actually, on the Foothills Trail, we had that spot right on the stream.
Yeah.
It was just like that. We're on a stream, really nice tent site. Rerun got a nice fire going. We had some really good campfires.
Oh, nice.
Just like you,
Oh,
I
yeah.
had my tent right up on the stream with the duplex door open to the stream. It was nice.
I love doing
That's
that.
the way to do it.
oh yeah,
That is-
But
oh yeah.
I got in
Yeah,
the
sure.
tent. We all got in the tent. I lied on my back. I was just listening to the stream, and the infamous whippoorwill started going crazy.
Absolutely.
I think, how long did he go for?
A long while.
It seemed like 45 minutes at least. That bird, a couple of them, back and forth. Oh my word!
It was bad.
I love them. I that puts me to sleep.
Oh, you
grew
can have it.
I grew up with whippoorwills all around, and I just
Mhm.
that's like being at home. That's like a lullaby.
Better than you than me.
You just
Yeah.
have to embrace
That or an owl right above your tent.
I love that too.
Just
I love
hooing all
the
night.
hermit thrush is the one I like.
Yep. I love it. Even coyotes. I listen to coyotes yipping. This last video I did, the coyotes were here.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on your phone?
Yeah,
Don't you
on
do
the
it?
phone.
Yeah. That works. That works.
Yeah. Well, now at least we can see you both instead of one at a time.
We see an eye of each. Come on.
You're better off for this guy than me.
Oh, wow. Well, Tony, you have any excursions planned where you're at, or you talk?
This week I'm probably going to do some kayaking.
Nice.
Oh,
And next week's a moving week, so like I said, once I get over to my friend's house, I'm going to be setting up the trailer, everything, getting it stocked and ready to go. And then I think we're going to the beach and going to take that instead of the motorhome to the beach because the sites out there are small. And that's why we got this little camp trailer. Get in places you can't get a 40-foot motorhome into.
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of dispersed camping spots in the mountains. You can't get one of those in.
Right. Exactly.
Where are you now?
When the wife wants, we go camping without her all the time because there's no toilet or anything like that, and she doesn't want to go. So I've got her set up with a toilet, a shower tent to put the toilet in, everything she needs, so she can actually I can take this thing anywhere my Jeep can go pretty much. So
There you go.
yeah.
And where did you get that one? You've been looking at?
We were looking at something smaller that we could tow behind the Jeep. You know, my Jeep can only tow 3,500 pounds. Well, this thing fully loaded, it's like under 2,000.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and we ended up looking at them, and there's some guy. I don't know. We met him 30 minutes down the road. And just all right, hook it up, paid for it, and left.
No kidding. Man. Yeah, that's sweet. I would really like to do stuff like that if I can finagle it, but I got right now the boss is screaming at me. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a roof rack on it, solar panel on it, battery bank in it, and so I can throw my canoe right on top, you know, if I want to. Otherwise, I can just throw the kayak right in it.
oh yeah.
Hey,
And
Tony,
then go ahead, Ken.
question for you may have answered this before, but I didn't hear it. When you do the rock tumbling, what do you do when you travel? Do you keep that thing going in the van or the?
No, when I'm on the road, I just put it all in a container, turn it off, put it in a container, and I get somewhere. You can see it over my shoulder right there tumbling.
Oh, it's going. So you just turn. So if you have a 7 days and you've gone for 2, you turn it off and then run it for 3 when you get there.
Yeah, even if I turn it off, it still keeps the time.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Even if I unplug it, you know, the minute I plug it back in, it
It'll
tells
pick
me I got 4 days left. You just press play, basically.
I did some fuzzy math. I said 7 days and then said 3 and 3. Like that. But that's good that it keeps track. So you just turn it off and it picks up where you left off.
Yep. Right now I got 1 day left on this tumble, so tomorrow I'll be switching it to the next grit and onward. I've been running it 9 days this time, so.
A hobby that requires lots of patience.
That takes a lot of time to go through a full cycle.
Yeah, and I'm going to be upping it again to 6 or 7 cycles.
Wow.
I'm going to get them a little better polished, so better grit. More expensive grit too, dang it.
Yeah, so each time you got to change out the grit, the stuff. What is it? Stones or?
The first 3 or 4 are silicon carbide.
Okay.
The same stuff a sawtooth is made from, and then after that you go to an aluminum oxide, which is a powder.
Yeah.
They make that up to 20,000 grit.
Oh wow!
And right now I'm using a 1,500 grit. So I want to go to a 10,000 grit, then a 20,000 grit, and work them out so those things got mirror finishes.
Is that stuff expensive?
Yes. The only thing cheap is the tumbler and the rocks you buy. It doesn't use a lot each tumble, so you know when you buy it, it lasts a long time. You know, because it takes so long.
Yeah.
Tony, does the grit equate to like sandpaper or? No?
Yes. Same kind of thing.
Okay. So like,
20,000. Wow, that's fine.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking 2,000 grit sandpaper.
Yeah.
Finishing a car.
I have 4,000 grit sandpaper. I have polishing pads with 8,000 grit on them. I could do it by hand, but that's a lot of work holding a rock and holding it against a polishing wheel. I throw it in the barrel and let her go.
Wow.
But you guys out there hiking, I'd be horrible. I couldn't eat enough food to lighten my backpack.
Today's hike out was real nice. We all ate the last of our food before we got out, so that was good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice light load.
Yeah.
A little bit of water on you, and that's it.
I started to talk to somebody, and Rodney and Rerun are running down the trail. I can't catch them. They're way ahead of me. We were cruising today. We thought we'd be out around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got out right around noon.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When did you
We
start?
went a lot faster than expected.
What time did you start?
7.
Yeah, around 7.
Nice.
I'm a poke addict, so they're out promptly, and I'm always puttering around doing something. 5 minutes later, I catch up.
I'm usually the last one out too.
Very good.
I think there was one morning I probably was out of the tent first. They still got all their gear packed up before me. So Dan, on the hike you were going to go on, are they still doing it?
Well, I think yes and no. Several bailed, I think, because they were concerned about weather.
Yeah.
And so they bailed, but I think there's about 6 that are still doing it. Kat, she's still coming. I mean, she came from Belgium, so
That's
She's
what
gonna
I
do
was
something.
wondering.
I'm gonna
I was
do it
wondering
either
if
way.
Kat was still back in Belgium.
yeah, that was the thing I was really missing. I was really wanting to see her
Yeah.
and Tom Walker. Tom and
Oh.
I,
Yeah.
we've been talking, for years
Yeah.
and have never had a hike together. I was really hoping to see Tom, and then there's senior hiker 77 and
Nicole and
well,
Tim.
I think Nicole and Tim might have bailed on it.
Oh,
They
really?
may have changed their mind,
Yeah.
but I think you've never met Ice Bear.
No.
She was going to do it, so I think it was Ice Bear. I think Kevin, atypical hiker, I think he bailed, and so Don, a senior hiker 77, Ice Bear, Tom Walker, and RVA. Those 5, I'm sure, or I think they're going to do it. So
How they can't be going too far.
no, it was a short hike.
Is it at
That's
Grayson
why.
Islands?
Yeah. They were hiking. I forget where the start point was. Then they were going to hike to Grayson Highlands and then hike through there on up. So
Yeah.
I was tempted to just say I'm going, but decided against it.
Yeah.
And
Have you been
Because I
feeling
really-
all right?
say again.
Have you been feeling good?
Yeah, I feel real good. I get tired.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing is I'll get tired. I went to over in Missouri. There's a place. It's Wildcat Trails, and it's not really not a rugged trail. It's not like the Ozark Highlands or the foothills or the Smokies. I mean, it's and then it was about maybe 6 miles, and it took me out.
Oh
I
wow.
was tired. Yeah.
How long is the Ozark Highlands?
165.
It's not too bad.
No, not bad at all.
And have you done the whole thing on that one?
No, I've done about 100 miles of it now.
Yeah.
I need to do that final stretch. But the challenge with the Ozark Highlands is there are no places to resupply. None. So you have to cache your food. You have to cache your food along the way.
Are the road crossings or?
Yeah, there's road crossings, but there's no towns.
Right. So, but if there's road crossings, you could stash food
That's what I do.
every 4 or 5 days.
That's what I did. I had these three. I had these 3 buckets 5-gallon buckets, and I would put 5 days of food in each one.
Yep.
So I carried 5 days, and then I had 5 days 3 times. I had plenty of food to finish, but there was no water. So
Well, that makes it even harder.
that was hard. I did first 40, I did 60, but there was no water. The first time. The second time, there was plenty of water. When I was with Don, when he and I went out, it was beautiful. Man, it was nice. But I was sick.
Yeah.
It's hard to gauge it.
So, Dan, when you say there's no water, it's because the water sources were dried up?
Yeah, the water sources were all dried up. It was a big drought.
Yeah.
This year's is nice, but the previous 2 years, it has been a drought. I mean, the water table of the big lake, the Elk City Lake, the lake that we hiked, the Elk River Trail.
Yeah.
Well, that lake was down 30 feet.
Wow.
I mean, it was not good. And now it's overflowing. I went out there. This is Monday. Went out there Friday, and it's underwater all the way up into where the RVs park, into the parking area. The privies are underwater. It's going to be a mess, literally, to clean up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, we were saying we needed a wandering monk on this hike because we had to do some water caches.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not a lot of water up near Dragon's Tooth. And there's a little campsite after Dragon's Tooth. So we came up couple days before and left a couple gallons.
Okay. Yeah, that would have
Way
been.
to do it.
Yeah. See, I could have hiked that in for you 2 days before.
You did some serious hiking to stash that water. You had to go 5 miles in, 5 miles back, so 10 miles each trip. You did 20 miles to stash all that water.
Yeah.
That was serious.
And yeah, well, carrying those water jugs. The second time it wasn't too bad because it was just 2 gallons, but the first time it was 3 gallons that I took. And that was plus what I was drinking, plus all my other stuff, my food and stuff. So yeah, that was heavy. That was a heavy backpack.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about hiking here in Washington. You never have to worry about water sources.
Yeah.
I've done some lengthy hikes where you got to carry all that food, and there's no stashing it in front of you because you're climbing up into the mountains anyway.
Yeah.
But, man, at least you're only carrying a bottle of water most of the time because you can refill it.
Do you have to worry about bears at all, Tony? Or
I ran across them here and there, but never worried about them.
okay, all right.
Most of them, it's just black bears. They run for their lives when they see you.
Yeah, they're funny to watch. They as they go down the mountain. Their rear end is just bouncing as they go down. It's funny.
Till they misstep and they're rolling. They're like bowling balls when they start rolling. There's no stopping them.
No. That PTL, the standing Indian mountain and the standing Indian shelter there in North Carolina. I think it's North Carolina, or is it Georgia? I think it's right at the line. I think it's North Carolina, though.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is. But it's when that bear took my food because Betty Creek is there right at the line at North Carolina. That's where that bear took my food. But I was talking to a kid that he had hung his bear bag up, and a black bear, must have been a young one, climbed a tree beside it and jumped out of the tree and grabbed his bag in midair and tore it out of the tree. It hit the ground rolling, with that bag of food in its arms, and rolls and then jumps up and runs off with his food.
Wow. Dan, when you lost yours, did you do PCT method?
Yeah.
And they still got it?
Yeah.
How did they get it?
I watched him. I mean, I saw him get it. So he was a big bear, and he stood up on his haunches, and he bit my little line, and I've got that little zip line, that little.
I couldn't remember if that was you. That was you. That he bit the line.
He bit the line, and he started backing up. And so as he backed up, my food bag's going up in the air. But he backs up until it stopped, and then he starts jugging, and he broke the carabiner, and you could hear it go ping, and then he let it go, and it comes flying out of the tree, and he gets it, and he goes.
That's a smart bear.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Like he's an experienced bear.
Yeah, he was an experienced bear, Max. I mean, this wasn't his first rodeo. He
knew what he was doing.
But yeah, it was crazy.
And that was at the Standing Indian?
No, that was at Betty Creek.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at the tent site. And because I was down on the one end of it, minding my own business. And then this guy comes from a hiking club, and he said, hey, there's a bear in the area. And you might want to move your tent up here with us because it's, safety in numbers. Okay. And he had a dog. So I thought, okay, bears don't like dogs.
No.
So that'll be dog. And so I went up there, and I'm fixing dinner. And I heard something maybe 30 feet behind me. Turned around, and here's that bear. And he's going to come and have dinner with me. And I yelled at him. He just sat down and looked at me, and I would yell at him again. He would just look. So I picked up a couple of rocks and sort of threw in his direction. I wasn't going to hit him, but threw in his direction. So then he stands up, and he goes across the path and starts harassing the people on the other side. The ladies are screaming, and they're yelling, and they've got pots, and they're beating the pots together, and they're yelling, bear, bear, bear. He don't care.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Been around people too much.
Yeah.
Weren't you in a spot where the bear got like 6 or more bags?
He took 3 bags.
Oh, that was the same one.
Counting my bag, he took 3 bags, and he took 2 bear canisters. He
Just took the canisters.
Canisters.
What did he do with the canisters?
How did he carry off a canister? That's
He opened it and ate all the food out of it.
Wow.
and then there was another canister that was locked, the ones that lock, and that one was locked, and he couldn't open it, so he just rolled it in the mud, and it was just caked in mud. I guess he figured, I'm just going to see.
I've been looking at the canisters, even the ones they don't have a lock on them, but they have a safety. It's like a childproof safety. You have to push it in to turn it.
Yep. That's what these were.
And he still got it open?
He opened those things. He get it figured out. Yeah. Because when the canisters were
Yep, there it is.
The canisters were still there. Yeah. No, the one he returned. He didn't get that one.
Yeah.
He couldn't open that one because that's what the other guy had was with the hooks.
Yeah, it slips in like that, and then those 2 screws on top, you turn those, and it locks it.
Yeah.
What kind is that, Max?
It's a Backpacker's Cache with a C.
I have to get one.
Backpacker's Cache.
I'm supposed to take a young man hiking later in the summer up in the Adirondacks, and they require it, so I'm going to have to get one.
Oh. That thing looks like you should have back straps on it and be the cat. Your back.
We saw a couple. They're from Germany in the shelter the other day, and they came in. Their packs look small and light, and she goes, "Oh, we carry a bear canister. We'll never go back to the other thing." And I'm looking at their packs. Where's your bear canister? She opens up one of the packs, and the thing comes out. I'm going, what else could be in there? It was just how they fit anything else in.
Oh man.
So one of them
Right.
must have given you
Don't
food
got a
and the other one-
tent.
Placed a high priority on food and nothing else.
Put your clothes in there. Your tent goes in there. Everything goes in your bag. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. The
Yeah.
thunderclap. We're in the middle of a big lightning storm here. It's storming again.
Well, we're hoping to do trail magic in the next 2 days. We're gonna do a little sightseeing and then maybe do some trail magic. But the next 2 days are forecast for rain, so we'll see how it goes.
I'm reading Canadians and Tony's comments here.
Oh, the worst part is my kayak is green. My life jacket is green. I hate green.
Oh, that's funny. That's
And
funny.
yeah, this dang setup I got, this trailer, it's all green. Everything's green. It's horrible.
Oh. Alice is in. Alice is in the house. Good deal. Oh me. Yeah. That's hilarious. So why did you get all this green stuff, Tony, if you don't like green?
Well, this product, this camper we got only comes in green, for one. And my kayak was the same way. And I'm like, well, heck, I'm going to be green. I might as well get a life jacket that matches the kayak.
Yep. Oh my. That's funny. Oh,
Get a nice bright orange one you could stand out.
Oh, that green stands out pretty good. It's not the right color of green.
Oh, it's like a fluorescent type green.
A neon fluorescent type green, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It sticks out pretty good. Yeah, hopefully I'll get the kayak out here in a couple days, get out on the lake, get some adventuring in up here.
well, I've got a question I want to throw out to you guys because Alice she just had me thinking about it. I'm thinking about I know a lot of guys have their channel memberships and they do that, and that's fine. I just never have done it because I never have felt like I wanted somebody that no one to I don't want to feel like they should pay something to be able to watch a video. So
Right.
but I am thinking about starting a membership for, I guess, for the lack of a better word, it would be like a channel guild. I would like to have members of a channel that I could share videos with early, that I could maybe share little snippets, like 4 snippets of videos and say, okay, which one of these should I turn into a long video? Get ideas from people to, they should do, we'd like to see you do this kind of video, or we'd like to see you go here and do this.
Right.
And is that worth even pursuing?
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I'm sure
I don't
people
know.
would be interested, but
It's what you want to do, really.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me personally, I wouldn't do anything like that because I don't have enough members or subscribers to even consider something like that. But I don't want to monetize my channel in any way, so I just won't.
Well, I have, because the stuff that I'm using for it is, frankly, it's expensive. So I am letting YouTube reimburse me. but that's YouTube doing it, and I don't mind. I'll take every penny that YouTube has.
Oh,
I
you just got to watch out for how many pennies they take that you're given too.
well,
Yeah,
they take
That's why a lot of people
That's
go over
just-
to Patreon and do
yeah.
that extra stuff over on Patreon
yeah.
instead of on YouTube.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a way that it's manageable. You know, but Patreon to me, I'd have to have a whole second
Whole nother platform to go. Yeah.
using.
Yeah.
You know, I typically like today. I just uploaded Friday's video. I did that this afternoon, and but if I had this guild, then I could say, okay, guys, go in and look at this. Is this any good? I mean, why do I need to tweak it? And I could, if there was something wrong with it, they say, well, that just stinks. Then I can actually take it down, and I would have a couple of days to fix it before I put it out.
Heck, all my stuff stinks, so I don't worry about that.
That's what I was looking at too. All my stuff stinks too. Why would I care?
Yeah, if you're looking for good videos, you don't come here, you know.
Well, and you know, I know that a lot of what we do is it's relational. So it's just having a good community and having a good relationship. I do like to try to encourage folks to, especially my veteran buddies, to encourage them to try to get out. Because I mean, I've got some who are, well, with PTSD, you just don't, you know how it is. So you don't want to get out. And so have some of those, have some that have lost limbs, that to get out is a major ordeal. And to encourage them to, even if they don't only get out for just a stroll, don't worry about hiking the Triple Crown, you know, get out and get some fresh air, and it's good for them. So that's why
about what I do.
Yeah.
That's about what I do. So, and you know, having a heart attack at least caused me to lose weight. So
Oh, that's a good thing.
I've lost 10 pounds since my heart attack.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of that's diet, and the fact that even if I can't get out, I'm exercising at home. So
That's good.
Yeah, that is good. That's good.
it works.
Yeah. I was reading a German study that it was really talking about, you know, depression and talking about some behavioral health issues. And they had this study of getting out, not in town, not going for a walk in the town, but getting out in the woods 30 minutes a day, and it changed people's lives. I mean, just getting out, it just changes attitudes, changes everything.
It changes everything for me when I get out in the desert or in the mountains. Either one, it's just the stress just goes away.
Yeah.
It's gone. You know, that's just.
I've been doing
There's nothing
it for 3 years now. I got no regrets being out here.
30 minutes a day. It doesn't include walks around the block, stuff like that.
No, they get out in the, you know, in Germany, they have something they call a Volksmarch. And Volksmarch, you start in a Starthalle, typically in a little village, but it takes you out across farmers' lands, out into the woods. And it's usually, well, some of them are 5K, some of them are 10K, but and then they make a big sport of it. You come back and you get a little badge that goes on your walking stick, and you get a mug, usually a stein. There's always polka music, and you watch these Germans dancing polka. It's great entertainment. It's great just to watch. But yeah, it's to get out, not in town, but out in the woods, basically.
Yep.
But 30 minutes, and there's this whole study about
man.
It's really good. You're in great shape, Tony. Oh, man. Yeah, I try not to be envious of you, Tony. I really do.
Always got a good green screen.
Oh, man. Oh,
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You always have a view behind you.
it's great. It is great.
And this time it is green. So
Yep. So everybody get out to see the show on Friday? No, Dan did.
Yeah.
now,
It was my birthday, so yeah, that was my blowing out the candles. It was great.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
you
I
could-
walked
you
over
could
here
see
to
it
the,
without
there's
the
a
camera?
field. You can see it without the camera.
Yeah. But it from here it wasn't you could see it, but it wasn't as vivid as when you took the picture of it.
Yeah.
I was using my phone and I was just looking through my phone around and looking with my eyes past the phone going, I'm not seeing that, but boy, my camera's seeing it. I just started snapping pictures all over.
Yes, and they were nice. They were nice. I like the streaks. Mine were just like the sky was magenta. And
There's one point I was looking straight up without the camera, and it looked like the fog was just shooting all around one center point, just all around me, and it was crazy. Tried to get a little video of it, but the video doesn't capture what the camera does.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's funny how that works. Camping Cage has a great question. Does anyone carve on walking sticks?
I have many of them. Carve them up, do a lot of wood burning decorations on them, and my current walking stick has nothing. Leather strap at the top, leather strap in the middle, and one on the bottom. That's it.
Yeah.
Usually when I'm carving them, I make them for somebody.
Well, that's what I did. My grandson, who's just turning 6, I've got him one carved that I've got a leather strap in it, but I was carving it on one hike that I was doing. Actually, when I went back out with my brother and we hiked that section of the yes, there you go. That section of Appalachian Trail, I took a stick and was carving on it and did little different scenes on it for him. I want to give that to him when I go see him in a couple of months or next month.
When I was younger, I had a really nice one that every night I would carve something into the stick when I was out camping.
Yeah.
So usually from something I saw during the day from the hike or something like that, or a view, carve a little mountain in there, stuff like that. I did that until I covered the whole stick.
Yeah. That's what I tried.
I fell once, and that stick saved me, but it didn't survive.
Yeah.
I still have a pretty good chunk of it in a box somewhere.
Well, sounds like a healthier hobby than stopping to have a cup of coffee and a cigar.
Maybe.
I have bad habits.
Yeah, you should stop drinking that coffee.
I'm looking forward to giving this to my grandson. I'm still, I'm going to try to take him out hiking while we're there. They live in Charlottesville, Virginia. And so we're going to go and do a little bit of AT, but as much as he wants to do. And because I don't think he very much. And I had hoped hiking, long distances until I could take him for a long distance hike. But I'm not sure that's going to be able to pan out. So.
Now I'm going for a hike next month, the end of the month, with both of my sons. But it's going to be like a 2-mile hike because neither one of them backpack.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's fine. I'll loan you a backpack. I'll just carry my big old expedition pack. A couple miles, I can handle that with that big old monster. Well, the
Unless you're
pack
going-
itself is 7 pounds by itself. So,
Oh, 7 pounds?
yeah, just
Oh,
the
my.
pack. I
Oh, my.
climbed a lot of mountains with that thing. But yeah,
7
I'd much
pounds.
rather, I'd rather carry my little 1 pounder for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm switching mine out. I've got a backpack now for my camera stuff. So it's got lenses and everything else in it. This crazy lens here. This thing, that's 6 pounds of lens.
Monster.
Oh, wow.
It's a
That is a
monster.
monster.
No, I'm not backpacking, nothing like that. I'll stick to the GoPro for backpacking. Thanks.
Yeah, that thing it's a monster.
Yeah.
But it sure does good.
Yeah.
Rerun.
My
you got
son's
a
nice
nice
GoPro.
mix out of
Want
that.
to carry.
What was that, PTL?
Rerun's got a nice new GoPro. I think he's going to get it.
Oh, good.
Cool.
What do you got?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
which one
yeah.
is that? Glenn?
That's the Hero 12 Black.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Good
Nice
for
and
you.
small, nice and light.
It doesn't weigh 12
7 pounds.
Yeah.
6 pounds. Wow.
pounds of battery.
Scope.
Oh, man.
That's
Yeah,
the way I look at camping. I'm carrying enough batteries. I don't need to be carrying another monster with that.
Well, Quint's grandson, he just needs to get a backpack and carry his grandson in the backpack. Then he can take him out for a hike. Man,
Or he gets a dog the size of mine and puts a saddle on it.
yeah, right. Oh, me. Yeah, that's great.
And my kids were always interested in camp, just regular camping and stuff like that, but never really got interested in backpacking.
Yeah.
I like
wonderful.
backpacking. Just be able to walk out there with, all you got's what you got on you.
Yeah.
That's always the funnest part about backpacking.
I think so.
Unless
think
you
so.
really forget something important, and that, usually there's that one thing you forget every time. I try to keep my backpack loaded at all times except for the tent and sleeping bag, because I never know if I'm going tent or hammock.
Oh, okay.
Right now I
keep
got my
it-
hammock set up with my sleeping bag in it.
So my son gave me a birthday present, which was a hike with him and my 4-year-old grandson. And a couple weeks ago, we went up to Mount Monadnock in New Hampshire, and he had the child carry thing for Nathaniel. But Nathaniel, the little 4-year-old, made it all the way up and all the way down.
Awesome.
It did good. We gave him a challenge, touching all. We went up the White Dot Trail, and so the game was he had to touch the white dots, and we'd say, "Where's the next white dot?" And he'd look up the hill and go run into it, touch it. Then I'd say, "I'm going to beat you to the next one," and he'd run up and beat me to it. And next thing you know, we're at the top of the mountain.
That's cool.
On the way
Yeah, you
down,
made
he started
Fun.
to complain on the way down. He wanted to get in the pack. At one point, he wasn't going to go any further. He's afraid of wild animals.
Oh.
So I said, "Nathaniel, if you don't go, it's going to get dark and the bears are going to come." He jumped up and I don't like bears. And he was running down the mountain.
Oh, my. Well, let's see. When I started the AT, of course, we had Sonny, Nimblewheel Nomad.
Yep.
Sonny was hiking that class, and Harvey was hiking that class. Nimblewheel was 83 years old.
Imagine that.
He was the oldest hiker to ever hike the AT. That was his third time. And Harvey was 4 years old. He turned 5 years on the trail. He
Yeah.
hiked the entire thing. They had to get a special permit when they got up to Maine for him to go up, so he could go up to Katahdin.
Yeah, that
But
was
he hiked-
special. They gave him they made an exception for him, let him go up.
Yep.
They
Oh.
didn't make that exception for other kids who were carried because they didn't actually hike it. But because he hiked it, they made the exception.
Yep. And he'd hike the whole thing.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Great family. All three of them were just a lot of fun. But that kid had energy. He had energy. I've got one picture.
Stay out of my
him.
backpacking group. No energy involved, please.
I got one picture of them together, of Nimble and Harvey. So you got the oldest and the youngest together.
You actually got them together.
Yeah, yeah.
Where was that, Dan?
It was in Georgia, up toward Unicoi Gap.
Yeah.
Yep. I forget the name of the shelter just before you get to Unicoi Gap. Going north Novo.
Did Nimblewell do the whole Northeast Trail that year?
No, that year he just went from Amicalola Falls to Katahdin.
Because he's done that. It's not Northeast. What's it called? The Eastern
well,
Continental Trail?
Continental. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that twice. He did it the first time. I don't know why this thing does that, but he did it as the when he was 60 years old was the first time he did it. But he went from Key West, Florida to Newfoundland, Canada. He went up the Florida Trail. He went the Penhody Trail, Benton McKay, over to Amicalola and up to Maine, and then kept going up to Newfoundland. And then he found out that there was off the coast of Newfoundland, in another little island, there were two more mountains that were considered part of the Appalachian chain. So it's, well, I got to do that. So the next year, I think it's the next year, maybe the year after, but we flew up there, went to that little island, and then did a Sobo from across those two mountains, and then came down from Newfoundland down and did the reverse. Ended up in Key West, Florida.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was telling me he did the Oregon Trail. He hiked the Oregon Trail, and he said that he was on this one road because he loves road walk.
Oh.
I never have figured that out. He loves road walk. He said he's on this road. He said he'd hike for about 27 miles, and he comes to a house, and he finds out that this road is the house's driveway. And so he knocks on the door, and a lady comes to the door, and she says, "What do you want?" She went, where's your car? And are you broke down? And he said, "No, I'm trying to hike the Oregon Trail, and I guess this is across your land. I'm just wondering if I can have permission to go ahead and hike across your land." And she said, "You wait here." And so she goes, gets her husband. And he said, "I thought he was going to come out and shoot me. I just knew I was going to."
Right.
So he comes out and he says, "You're lost, aren't you?" He said, "No, I'm not lost." He said, "Yeah, you're lost. You're hiking that Continental Divide thing, and you're lost." He said, "I get these guys all the time." And he said, "No, I'm not lost. I'm trying to do the Oregon Trail." The Oregon Trail? Yeah. He said, "I grew up on this land, and I'm 72 years old, and no one has ever hiked the Oregon Trail." And so Sonny said, "Well, I'm trying to hike it." And he said, "You wait here." And he thinks he's going to go get a gun. He's going to go kill me. So he said he waits, and the guy comes back with a backpack and says, "I'll hike with you as you go across my land." and like 3 days, 3 more days across his land to get across this guy.
Holy smokes.
So a 27-mile driveway, and then 3 more days, another 30, 40 miles. Oh my. Yep. Well,
UTL and I had a great experience. We met a couple
Yep.
of hikers on one of our shelter stays, and they were from Florida originally, and they went to Brazil to preach the gospel, and we got to sit down with them for quite a while. This has such amazing stories, and
They're missionaries to Brazil, and they do it in stories. So, and actually, they shared with us. He would speak it in Portuguese, and his wife would translate it in English for us. So it's pretty neat.
yeah, that's
cool.
great. Now, did he speak English or did he just speak in
He
Portuguese?
did. He just. They were sharing with us what the ministry
How
they were
they
involved
did.
with. Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, you meet everybody out on the trail. It's really so cool. I miss it. I want to get back out.
I know I've been out there a few times up in the Olympic Mountains. No trails, just I'm going this way for a few days. Then run into somebody. It's like, are you kidding me? There's somebody else out here doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Of course, now you have to have permits to do any of that.
Yeah.
Dan, we also met there's a painter up on McAfee Knob. He was a painter, and he was giving out his card, and he said, if you contact me and give me one of the pictures you're taking, I'll make you a free sketch. At first I wasn't interested, and then I said, you know what? I bet Dan would be interested in this. So I ended up taking a card. I said, I'll give it to a friend of mine. So if I thought it might be something you'd be interested in. I'll give give you his information, but if you send him one of your pictures, tell him that it came from me on McAfee Knob. And, he'll do a free sketch for you of your picture.
they were awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will do that. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to Colorado, the next month with Tim and Nicole and my brother Rick. He's going to come over, and so I'll see if I've got getting a picture. I'd love to do that. Yeah, it would be.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
When I get home, I'll send you the information on him.
We
Okay.
have a small marriage proposal on McAfee Knob.
What was
marriage proposal?
Oh yeah, we were up on McAfee, and
Oh, really?
we had gotten our pictures up there, and then all of a sudden, you see this guy and young lady out on the thing. There's always people in the way when you're getting your pictures, and all of a sudden it's completely clear. Young man and young lady go out, and they're looking at the views, and she's looking out. All of a sudden, he drops to a knee.
It was
Oh
awesome.
wow.
Yeah, that was pretty special.
Yeah, that's neat. That
And
is neat.
we saw them later and checked to see if she knew if it was coming. She was surprised, so that was good.
That's neat. Very cool. Yeah, it's Rick, my brother, he's made me promise that when he dies, he wants me to take his ashes to McAfee Knob. And
He wants to fall off, huh?
he wants to be off of McAfee Knob.
Wow.
So I told him, I said, I just don't know if I'll be, who's going to be throwing who. But I'm not getting cremated, so that's not happening to me. But I'm afraid of fire. That's not oh, goodness. Well, in an hour. Actually, an hour 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, it has.
Yeah. Anybody got any alibis that you want to shout out of here?
Alibis. Alibi for what?
When you have any live rounds, you got to get rid of them before you get off of here.
Yeah. No, not a whole lot of live rounds.
Tony, anything?
No, I'm good.
All right. You're on PTL?
Got a lot going on for me. Got that hike with that young man either in August or September. My wife's planning on some national parks, so maybe in July. I just got invited to support the guy doing the fastest time, giving Iceman a week break. He's got a family event, so I may get involved in driving his truck with the pop-up on top if it works
really?
out. We'll see what happens. So busy summer coming up. It's already started this week.
Yeah, you have. So who is the guy that's trying to do the fastest known time already out on trail, or is he
Starting sometime this month.
Okay.
This is Christian Morgan. He tried 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Ended up getting the second fastest time. Then last year he went southbound. The fastest time southbound was slower than what he did northbound. So he went slower than his northbound route, but got the fastest known time going southbound last year. And he's going to take another stab this year at northbound, trying to break the overall record.
Okay.
So Iceman's been supporting him every year, and that's a long commitment.
Yeah, it is.
40 to 50 days every year. And it's tough.
Well, I'm working
I'll
on
be
the
happy.
I'm a little
So I'll be happy if I can get a couple of hikes in this year.
I'm nervous about that one. This guy's a world-class marathoner, and you don't want ultra marathoner. You don't want to mess up and show up at a parking lot and you're not there with the bed for him to sleep in.
Yep.
So, but hopefully, I'm hoping that works out. That would be exciting to be part of.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'm working on SKTs.
Can't remember.
Slowest known time.
That's right.
That's what I'm after.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rack them up. Oh. All right, guys. Well, I think we'll land the plane and be back next week. If y'all are available, I'd love to see you then.
Well, I'm gonna go get some dinner.
I am too. Donnie's making some taco salad, so I'm gonna go and have some taco salad.
Well,
That sounds like a
Rerun's
good
dad treated us to Cracker Barrel, so that was pretty special. It was good.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We're an hour ahead of you guys, so we already ate.
Very good. Yeah. An hour ahead of me, and then 2 ahead of Max, and 3 ahead of Tony.
Yeah.
We're spanning the whole continent here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, stay safe.
All right.
Stay
Take care.
on the path.
Take care.
Take care.